Welcome to part 2 of my video series on how I am building an online business. I'm going to do a quick recap of part 1 of the video. I shared with you guys a little bit about what is it that I'm trying to do. I am taking you guys behind the scenes and unveiling and pretty much opening up authentically how I am building my new online business. I shared with you guys the reason behind it, me watching myself build a successful career that took about 10 years, me watching myself build a pretty dynamic real estate portfolio over about 7 years, and the lessons in both of those teaching me the importance of what I'm about to do today in this video, which is to take you behind the scenes on the vision of my online business. Let's get going. So now I'm going to flip the camera around and I'm going to take you guys through the dream step by step. If you are interested in understanding the reason behind this dream and what has led through it, please watch part 1 that we are going to link somewhere up here. It's going to give you context behind the dream that I'm building today. So as I mentioned in part 1, this is a dream and it will be exciting in about 2 to 3 years to see how this dream is going to evolve. Here's the behind the scenes look of the online business. Of course, this is going to evolve, it's going to change. I'm excited to see where it goes. Right now, I'm calling it the online finance business, but this overall online finance business also includes my social media, my YouTube, because YouTube for me, I do not consider myself a social media influencer. I am more a subject matter expert using social media as a tool to connect with people who might be interested in what I have to offer. So this is going to be a real authentic, transparent, behind the scenes look of how I am building what I'm calling my third river of income. Will I succeed? Or will this go into the pile of my many other ventures where I've tried and failed or tried and learned? Only time will tell. So here is my vision. I had to put it down on paper because it does seem like I'm doing a lot of different things that seem unrelated. But when I write it all down, it actually becomes clear to me that all of these different things kind of like merge into the same passion overall, right? I love finance. I love all things money and finance. I've always been very financially focused from the time I was very young. It has been both a source of frustration and also the reason for my drive and the reason why I have succeeded in many things that I have kind of taken on, especially when I'm focused and I do it over a long period of time. So look at part 1 to gain more context as to what's leading me into this new path. So if you look at all the things that I've done so far or that I kind of have going on, I have a YouTube channel. So that's kind of like the social media part. I have the financial handbook coaching aspect. This is where I also have some books, I have some planners, a lot of digital content that I give out for free because it aligns with a lot of the things that I teach, whether it be discipline so that you can do all the things you need to do as a hustler. I also have been interested in offering a service-based business. And the idea that I have is called done for you budgeting or done for you accounting or done for you bookkeeping or done for you finance, something along those lines. I'm still kind of working on vetting out this idea because like any idea that you have for business, you need to vet it out and flush it out. If you go in with the idea that this is my idea and it cannot be moved, you set yourself up to fail. So I'm still vetting what this service-based business is going to be. So here are my intentions, okay? My intention is that in 5 years to bring in $1 million in income per year from all of my online finance infrastructure. So what I mean by that is the YouTube channel, the coaching business, and the budgeting service business. All of them together bring me $1 million a year. That's my goal in 5 years. I want to reach that. Yes. I know that is bold as F, but you know what? I'm done playing small. I'm gonna go bold or go broke. I'm just kidding. I won't go broke, but I'm going bold. So, social media is my main marketing tool. The financial coaching, this is really where, like, if you almost think about a business that had many different levels, there's a free education level. This is what I do on my social media. These are for people who are like, you know what? I just need to get this free information and get the F out of here. That's for you. My social media is there as a tool for you. But if you ever get to a place where you're like, Nandy, I need to be a little bit more focused. I know I have access to all of this free information, but I need the accountability. I need somebody to hold my hand and help see me through this thing until I actually can stand on my own 2 feet. This is where the coaching comes in. That's your hand holding, okay? And then for people who are like, nope, Nandy, this is not for me. I need someone else to do it for me and give it to me ready to go and all things is done. So that would be the service aspect of the business. So everything is almost working together, but I'm still fleshing it out. And I think that I might also be investing in a coach myself to help me streamline these ideas. Because what often happens when we are ideation people, we can get lost in the ideas and start chasing this, and that. But eventually you need focus and you need discipline. And that's what a good coach does for you. Right? I do it for other people and I also pay people to do it for myself. I've been hiring coaches since I was in my early 20s. Okay. So that is kind of like my intentions behind the business. So fleshing it out a little bit, I already shared a little bit about my intentions. So now here is what the foundation is going to look like, right? One thing after another. Year one, which is this year, 2025, I am building the foundation of what this online finance thing is going to be. The objective for this year is to establish the infrastructure and begin small scale monetization. So for my YouTube channel, I want to achieve 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. And the way I will achieve this is by posting consistently 1 to 2 videos per week that are focused on my topic, finance, career, and business. And I will also be optimizing for SEOs, thumbnails, and really working on creating engagement through comments and likes, right? So the YouTube channel, really be consistent, improve on my video quality, on not just the quality of the video, because I want my channel to be about the content and not just the fluff of the videos, right? So hopefully by this time next year, when you come into my channel, not only is the production better, but the content is the meat of what I really want to drive on this channel. I want you guys to come up here and be like, yes, I can rely on Nandy to give me great information that is shared in a unique way, that is packed full of quality content. And I want to go back to her every single time she posts a video. So social media platform, I'm launching and growing platforms like Instagram, Facebook. So right now I'm working on building a Facebook community. I would like to have 500 members in my Facebook group by the end of the year. And I'm accomplishing this by creating 3 to 5 posts on a weekly basis. Of course, focusing on actionable finance, career, and business tips. I only wrote finance on here because that's really the foundation of what I talk about. Career is what I kind of use as a way to build the money, and the business is the fundamental output that we're looking for, right? Because we're all women with careers leveraging the finances from that career to build long-term wealth by building scalable businesses. And of course, the coaching business. So, what I have in mind here for the coaching business is to develop DIY tools. For the coaching business, I'm not right now taking on a whole lot of clients, but I'm focusing on building the tools and the infrastructure so that when I do have coaching clients, there's a lot of resources that they can use to win. And then the service based business. My goal right now, I had that I would like to secure 5 paying clients. So that is still a goal that I have, but I would perfectly be okay if this year I just focused on education. I think this one goal is scaring me a little bit, but I think that's what makes the goals exciting, right? When they're a little bit scary. Of course, with my KDC publishing business, I publish books all the time. I would like to publish 2 books. They already have 3 books completed. I haven't published them yet because, perfectionism. I'm still tweaking this, tweaking that, but I would like to publish 2 of them this year and 5 planners. So this is for year 1. Year 2, I want to build on that momentum. So on year 2, I will get my channel to 10,000 subscribers, and I would like to begin collaborating with other creators and brands. On social media, I would like to expand my group to 1,000 members, and I would like to launch targeted ads to increase reach and engagement. So for my community, I would like to now start scaling the business into coaching, right? So to create an online course and to even start doing some one-on-one coaching as well. I prefer group coaching because to me, the best form of coaching is in a community setting, but one-on-one coaching is very effective and it's more targeted to that specific person. So by the second year, I want to start implementing systems to do one-on-one coaching. And as far as the service-based business, I would like to grow the business to 20 clients and then explore like add-on services to bookkeeping and taxes. This is already changing as I vet this particular service, but we'll continue to see the possibility of making all of this happen, right? So with books and planners, to continue to publish more books, specifically books that will be used to build my academy. I have a passion for teaching and empowering women. That's really where my heart is. Those of us who are in the finance community, it becomes really easy to think that everybody knows this stuff. But when you go outside of our community, you are shocked at how it's not even that people don't know. They have an awareness that they need to do something. They just don't know how to go about doing it. My goal is to write books that are more workbook based as opposed to just information, but you learn something, you do something type of books. Year 3, expansion and diversification. So this is when I want to start developing complementary streams of income and to really begin to enhance my authority. So for the YouTube channel, reach 50,000 subscribers. Of course, these are really bold goals. I think that if I can maintain the consistency, even hire some YouTube coaching and stuff like that, I might be able to reach this. But we're going to put it on paper. We're going to work towards it and we see how the stars will align. I also want to begin maybe not offering a sponsorship. I want to open myself up to sponsorships and affiliate partnerships. Social media, of course, I want to continue to grow on Instagram. I want to start hosting more live Q&A sessions to really engage the community. As far as my coaching business, I want to start introducing more higher tier income client coaching and partner with other experts in the industry to even go into other like bigger than me podcasts to offer guest webinars and guest speaking engagements. And as far as my business, I would like to move on to see myself have about 50 clients in my workflow and to even start hiring and training a small team so that I can scale up the business. Yes, honey, I love this. I'm sure I'm going to read this back and be like, honey, what were you thinking? But you know what? I'm going to ride on this wave of naivete and see how this flows. books and planners, right? So I want to start creating a comprehensive flagship planner for finance enthusiasts. And I also want to kind of establish a publishing schedule, releases for these different planners. Year 4, hey, we're going big. Go big or go home, honey. Scale and automate. So the objectives here is to focus on scaling with automation and team building. One thing that I want to talk about, and this is really where my heart is at, when you have a business, you invest in the business. And for too many of us, when we think about building a business, we tend to think very small scale, self employment. I want to move my mindset from thinking about self employment into thinking about a company. When you build a company, that company doesn't need your face in order for it to thrive. It doesn't always need your presence in order for it to succeed and make money. So, how do you build the right infrastructure so that in 3, 4, 5 years, you're removed from the conversation and somebody else is coming in to build it up for you? Now, I am cognizant that my timeline is most likely unrealistic, and I'm 100% open to make those adjustments. But what is not realistic is whether or not these things can happen. And every single year, I will be tweaking and adjusting these goals. Not even every single year. I think next quarter, I'm even going to come in here and adjust these goals because that's what goals are. I think it's okay for your goals to shift and move and for you to adjust them accordingly. I'm not ashamed of having to adjust them. So with social media, I want to start leveraging more automation. I want to start hosting virtual summits with, you know, other guests in the finance, career, and business space. I would like at this point to start scaling my coaching business into a digital academy. So, an academy is very different from just a course. An academy has many different courses, and I like the idea of group coaching along with an academy together, where, hey, in 12 weeks, I'm going to take you from point A to point Z. And the way we're going to do that is by you starting with these courses, and then you take these courses, and then you take this, and then you take this, then you graduate. But along the way, what will make my coaching program different is that I will be available on a weekly basis to support you along the way. I think we're not short on information. Hop on YouTube and there's lots of free information. Go on ChatGPT and ChatGPT will bombard you with information. But what we still lack is accountability. And what I really want to offer as a service is accountability. You need somebody who will be like, nope, you are not sleeping today. You're going to get off your butt and you're going to do what you need to do. You're going to eat your vegetables. You're going to work out. You're going to write that course plan. You are going to do X, Y, and Z for your business. Having somebody there to motivate you, to push you, to remind you of why you started, and to even have somebody that you can discuss your ideas with. Because all of this I did on my own, right? I'm giving myself a few months before I hire a business coach. That business coach, after I hire them, all of this is probably going to be different because that person is coming from a place of experience. And they will be able to take all of my thoughts and direct and align them so that it's more realistic. And in some way, I may not be challenging myself enough, right? So let's keep going here. Tangent, we're back. So for the business, so I want to start establishing packages, standard, premium, etc. for the services. And I also want to start moving into, I think that's for the next one, right? So just to establish packages and to start moving into expanding the team so that I have more people taking on the roles that I'm doing to free up my time to focus on the business and not in the business. I don't know if that makes sense, right? So I'm going to focus on bringing us more customers. I'm going to focus on making sure that the numbers are right, that the marketing is working, right? So more high level executive role, less into the weeds doing the work, right? So as far as my books and my planners, have more think almost like a subscription type model. But honestly, the books and planners should really align with the coaching business, right? Because it kind of goes hand in hand. And then at year 5, achieve the 1 million annual revenue that I have in mind. So this is when I'm not operating a mature, diversified company. I'm calling it a business empire. I don't like that word, but more like a bona fide company that is thriving on its own, right? So, like the way I'm kind of thinking about a revenue breakdown is the YouTube channel bringing in about like 250K a year from sponsorships, memberships, the coaching business bringing in about 300K a year from courses, group coaching, memberships, etc. And then the service-based business, I would like for it to start bringing in about $500,000. 300,000 is okay. And the books and planners to start bringing about 150K. I think the 150K for books and planners is a little too high, but I think for services at 500K might be reasonable, especially if I start moving into fractional CFO type of business, right? So that we're bringing on more high paying clients, not necessarily individuals, but if we're starting to target maybe like businesses in the bookkeeping space, right? Because I'm from the beauty and personal care industry, it will be great to start kind of like targeting that business for fractional CFO services. But that's kind of what I have in mind. So leadership, right? So really focus on overseeing operation rather than daily tasks. Build a core leadership team that will sustain the growth even outside of my presence. And then really, as far as like my YouTube channel is concerned, by now I want to have really established myself as an authority figure, right? So I'm hosting live and virtual finance conferences. I'm expanding my own like PR efforts, such as podcasts, writing more publications. So that's kind of where I would like to go and to position myself. So that is the vision of the business. I am well aware that it's bold. I'm also well aware that this is going to change and that this could be a little bit unrealistic. I'm also aware that it's going to be challenging and that I'm going to have ups and downs, but this is kind of where I'm at. I'm excited to see where this is going to go. To kind of close out this video, here's a quick recap of kind of what I've done so far in the month of January and February, and also kind of some of the things that I may want to start doing for next month. So I have actually hired and trained a virtual assistant, a graphic designer, and a video editor. These 3 people are helping my business at the moment. I really do walk the walk and talk the talk. I'm a big believer in, especially if you work a full-time job and you're running a side business, you can do it on your own. At least I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to because I know I won't be effective. So it's a big investment, and I actually am pulling some capital for my savings to be able to get this started by hiring a graphic designer. She is managing a lot of like my video thumbnails, presentations, freebies that I offer you guys. My video editor, of course, edits all of my videos because let me tell you something. If I had to edit videos myself, you might as well call this business dead. I will not do it. I've also invested in a data analyst who's helping me build a finance dashboard. And I also had a graphic designer build a Canva website for me. These are all the things that are happening behind the scenes. And I'm personally also advancing my own education. And the video about that is coming up very soon. I'm taking some courses on Coursera. I'm taking some courses on QuickBooks certification courses so that I can learn how to do so that I can just extend my finance education past just personal experience so that I can really understand the accounting is the language of business, right? What's the bottom line? How is your business doing? So I would really like to take my knowledge into that much depth. And I will also be later on taking courses in tax preparation. Right now, these are just the things that I've done for January and February. Man, I've been playing with so many softwares. My head is hurting. When you're working an online business, I don't think we realize how much you need in terms of software to make your job more efficient and for you to come across as more of a professional. So I will kind of be also sharing with you guys every month all the different things that I'm doing. So the purpose of this part of the update is not necessarily to tell you guys this is what I'm going to do next month. It's more to show you guys, hey, this is what I've done and this is kind of like the things that I played with, what worked and what didn't work. And for networking, I'm doing a lot of online networking right now. I'm using Reddit and Facebook. And by online networking, what I mean is that I'm joining a lot of communities on Facebook and Reddit that are relevant to what I'm doing, right? So I'm part of a new YouTuber community where I'm hearing other people's stories, what's working for them, what isn't working for them. And I myself, too, am going out there and asking questions of challenges that I'm having. So we're feeding back off of each other. And I like that in the 21st century, in this year of our Lord 2025, we can network online and we don't always have to put on makeup and go to a location. Not that there's anything wrong with that. So, right now, here are some of my winners and my losers, if I may say. My loser was Etsy spreadsheet. Whew. I spent, for me, what is quite a lot of money on Etsy spreadsheets. Uh, I'm not a fan. Most of the time, I think that when it comes to spreadsheets, you really need to make them work for you. So every spreadsheet I bought looked good on the Etsy site, but the minute I printed it and I started working with it, it was like, this is not working for me. So that was a little bit of a waste of money. I even paid for a social media planning spreadsheet. It looked so good on paper, but then when I started working on it, it was just a headache. But here were my wins. Metrical. Oh, under my losses, I'm actually going to put Descript on there too because Descript or whatever you call it is actually a really good tool, but they overgouge you. My winners were Metrical and Opus Clips. I'm going to be doing a video breakdown on the Metrical software. This is a really good tool because it's making me scheduling 2 posts a day so much easier. And Opus Clips is just, now, I'm not using it as much as I thought I was going to, but that's because I feel like I still need to learn. I realized that my Filmora can do the same thing. So, I'm not sure about Opus Clips, whether it's a win. It's a win because I like it. I think that it offers a great service. The way I'm using it doesn't really capitalize on it, but it's definitely a win for me. So that is where I'm at on what I've done for January and February. In the month of March, I would like to get my QuickBooks and bookkeeping certification. That's kind of my goals. I want to go live 1 or 2 times on my social media. And I want to keep continuing to try out different softwares to see what works for me. So those are kind of my goals for the end of the month of February and end of the month of March. So we'll see how well I'm going to do. So that's it, you guys. This is my bold vision. And you know what? Go big or go home, baby. Go big or go home. No matter what, we are doing this. All right. Thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed that journey through my dream. I'm excited to see where this is going to go. I'm going to be as transparent with you as I possibly can. I do not know if this dream, like my many other dreams, is going to fail or blow off, or if this is going to be one of those things where in 2 to 3 years, in 5 years, I am doing an updated video of all of my successes and where this started and what it has become. What I can tell you is that today is the 17th. This whole business idea started on December 31st. I was sitting in bed, minding my own business, and a random thought popped in my head. Nandy, why don't you do budgeting for people? Right? You love to budget, you're good at it, you should do it. Done for your budget, boom, idea came into my head. And as I kept researching that idea, it then led me into the rabbit hole of bookkeeping and tax preparation. So in the next video, I'm going to show you guys all of the different books and courses I am taking that I've already started just in 2 weeks. The books that I've started reading, the courses I've started taking on this journey. And I even reached out to people to start a study group so that we can study together, because success should never happen solo. And if you're one of those people who's trying to succeed and you're wanting to build your own business or a career, don't do it alone. Join me in my financial handbook community down there, where we support you on whatever dreams you have for your finances, for your business, or for your career. Thank you guys so much. Please, as always, do like and subscribe, because every week I will be bringing you a video that shows my progress on this journey. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next video, where I will be sharing with you guys all of the books, the courses I am taking to try to make this dream a reality. Bye.